So off we go then. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I would have to say the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I think he's someone who can be a target man and a poacher all in one, Peter. I think he's very good with his back to goal. He has a lovely first touch, and at the same time he's got the pace to run behind defensive lines, and it's very difficult to see any weaknesses in his game. The complete package.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options.
Face to face with the keeper. Decent chance! It's there! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Algeria, after 8 minutes, is number 18.
Algeria gain their reward with an early goal. Delibashiru. Nice looking ball. He's in a great position here. Osimhen. Oh, smashing header! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Nigeria grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And no, that was never going to make it. Mahrez. Nouri. Ball played for Mahrez. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Chukwueze. Chukwueze has been caught there, it's a foul. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Delibashiru. Now it's Osimhen. He's found a way through. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Delibashiru.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's shifting through the gears here. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Nicely weighted ball. Now this could be a chance. He's having a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Algeria with the corner, they're first. Bassi can get it clear. Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Mahrez. Mahrez! That's another chance. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's had a shot. A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
He's picked his way through. Now it's Osimhen. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Delibashiru is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Osimhen. Could move up a gear here. And here's Osimhen.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Benacer. Played out towards the right wing. That's very neat. Corner then. Algeria have their second corner now. Oh, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Might be danger here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution for Algeria, number 22.
Second period then underway.
Number 9.
Algeria clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Osimhen. Bensebaini wins the duel this time. Algeria do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Chukwueze. And it's Delibashiru. Now it's Osimhen. Looking for the run.
Might want to be careful there.
Chukwueze. He's found a way through. Plays it across. Bensebaini gets good distance on it. Can he get it through? Nouri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Good ball, good take. Benacer. Chukwueze. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Shapes to shoot! And for a moment, time stood still. So we've reached the hour mark. Out to the right. Chukwueze. Chukwueze has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Chukwueze.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? And Morris! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution.
Nigeria choosing to make the first change. Algeria perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Tries to pass it through. He's got away. Osimhen is onto this. Bashiru. Lookman. Knocks it into space. He's in space and looking for options. And the cross comes in. And he's there to clear it. Oh, good spread. And he plays one through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he's managed to get free. Has a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Good take, and is he in? And he welcomes it in. Drives it in. It's a mighty effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, this looks sharp. And that has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. Aimed in... Oh, what a climb! And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter
each
Drury,
block,
and
please
my
report to the
co-commentator
staff
Jim
room
Beglin.
immediately.
A very good evening to you all. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
The action has already started. And the history of this fixture tells us all. Takes the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Wu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Tolo. And Wu. Chamateu. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mustafa Mohamed. It's out for a goal kick. Namaso. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Takes aim and crosses. And that has been cleared. Still goalless. Could move up a gear here. That is a great pick out. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Played out to the right. Oh, sweet feet. Namaso! And that is doing no harm at all. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Look at the space. Tries a shot! And he's straight offside. Now he's off and running. Namaso. Takes a shot! Off the post! Oh, there's a probing ball. Half an hour played now. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Egypt! There is the breakthrough! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Mustafa Mohamed really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
Egypt are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Egypt clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely, now then.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he latch on to this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's there to clear it. In again. Now there's a fine ball. Has a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Namasa tries to play it through.
Il y aura 2
not
minutes
gone
de
well.
temps additionnel.
We are into stoppage time. That has been slung wide. Ah, that's a fine interception. And the first half is done. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that.
Que tout le monde accueille chaleureusement nos joueurs sur le terrain. Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 21. Le numéro
Here we go again then.
À leur place.
Cameroon really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bit too much weight on the pass. Not the most accurate. He's gone for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Cameroon do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is
Face-to-face with the keeper. Oh, it looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Cameroon presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
This to complete the turnaround. Oh, he's missed!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Onana. And the finish! Well, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
That is lovely. Onana, out towards the flank. Oh, that's delightful. Goes for a shot! And that has been knocked clear. Lovely feet. Chance! It's hit the upright. Cameroon perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Could try cutting inside here. Fires it in low. And that has been clubbed away. Onana. Onana going full tilt down the left. Hangs one in. Cleared away. Egypt do have a chance to counter here. Looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. He is through here. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Wu wins the duel this time. And it's Chamadeu.
Cameroon clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Shot could be a big chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the game is well and truly turned on its head!
But pour l'équipe du Cameroun. Après 81 minutes
Well,
de jeu.
no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Marmouche coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Cameroon get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by it.
It's a quick one. Now, can they get him away? Shot, surely! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now that looks a decent ball. Cute ball. Now how can he reach it?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a promising position. Cameroon close now to seeing this one through to the end. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Takes a shot. Decent hit and on target. And the referee brings it to a close. Cameroon have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Cameroon really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Mbemba. Played out to the right. Muscular approach does pay off here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. Good ball, good take. And the shot! Now in he goes again. Goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Jamaica looking to pass their way through. Passing is crisp and sharp. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Jamaica really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's been cut out, well played. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now, this could be a chance. Plays it in low. And that has been clubbed away. Mbemba. Can he get it through?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for options for movement. That is good alertness. Knocks it into space. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Jamaica really could have done without this. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty. And he's denied!
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
It's a pretty loose pass. Driving forward. Mbemba. And that's really well manoeuvred. Out towards the flank. Gets a good foot in there. That's a throw. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Not the most accurate pass.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that is out and behind. It's a good block. There's the header! He will be livid with himself. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Mbemba.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good-looking ball. And he's picked it up out wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Jamaica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looks to the other side.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pinches it off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Jamaica still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Defending was strong and firm. No way through. That's a decent clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Jamaica do have a chance to counter here. Mbemba. Pass somewhat off target. And he's forced to go back. Mbemba. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Substitution for Jamaica, number 14. Coming on to replace him is number 8.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And no, that was never going to make it. Into the last 5 minutes. Cross needs to be good. And that's been repelled. Great chance! Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Democratic Republic of Congo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That's a sharp pass. He's having a go! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. And that is as far as it goes. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Jamaica desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed.